We are back, everybody. Welcome back to Triple Threat Talk, episode 31. My name is Connor Ryan.
Jonah Newberger, and welcome back to episode, what is this, 31?
31.
Yeah.
Got no athlete off the top of my head, unfortunately. Was Reggie Miller 31?
Seth Curry.
It's a good one. It's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Championship weekend coming up. We had the divisional round this past weekend. The ultimate highs and the ultimate lows, unfortunately, for some of us. But we digress. We move on. We're going to get you ready for championship weekend. We also had a national championship last night. We're recording this on Tuesday.
Who's yours?
I'm a Fernando Mendoza guy for life. We're going to talk about that game in a little bit. We got some NBA coverage. Not a ton. We're going to get really into that within the next couple of weeks, especially.
Probably next week because we'll have a week off with the Super Bowl.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
If you enjoy this, please like and subscribe. Follow along the journey. We're going to just get right into it. Jonah, we had 4 games this past weekend.
We did. All great. I watched 2.5 games.
I was going to say 3.5 for me. So I'm with you on that. I think we know what the half game is. And there isn't a lot to cover on that half game. So we're going to get right into it.
Actually, I don't know.
I think it should be the same. If it's not,
I don't think it's not. It's not the same. We'll get into it. First game. Bills at Broncos. I watched this whole game.
I watched this whole game.
All right. Beautiful. I did not watch the Saturday night game. I didn't watch a single snap.
Okay. Was that okay? Oh, okay. So that
Niners,
was okay.
Niners
Seahawks. My half. That's my half.
That's my none.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. You didn't admit.
All right.
I got you on that.
All right. Cool.
Take it. Go ahead.
Bills Broncos. I was pulling for the Bills. The Bills unfortunately lost. The Broncos had this game won and lost, I swear, like 10 times. They were up so much, like, wow, they're going to run through it. Josh Allen comes back, takes the lead. You're like, wow, the Bills are going to win. Broncos take the lead. You're like, wow, this team's great. Bills take the lead. Interception, completed pass. Connor, please tell me what defines as down by contact, because I don't know after watching football this weekend.
Yeah, the funniest part was I was total, like, it was interception, and then you can go back literally 5 weeks and look at the Patriots Shakir thing and Marcus Jones Shakir thing, and then you could go literally
Bears
24 hours later and see Devontae Adams get the same thing. And guess what? They were all 3 separate calls.
It's crazy. I don't understand at this point. I don't know what the hell down by contact is. I don't know. You see, everyone seemed to call it differently. I guess you could call it an interception because he didn't have full control of the ball. I don't know. I thought he did. But yeah, that essentially lost him the game. Then they had the no PI early in the drive where it looked like the D-back got to the receiver a little early on that when they just ended up kicking the field goal in the end to send it to overtime. And then you had the 2 crazy pass interference calls for the Broncos in overtime to set up their field goal again. Ticky-tack fouls, I don't know. But in the end, Broncos are headed to the AFC Championship game and hosting next week.
Yeah, I mean...
And what's the biggest news of this game?
Literally happened 20 minutes after.
I was at dinner, yeah, and I got the notification. Bo Nix, broken ankle, out for the season.
I was at my friend's house. I was at a friend's house barely awake, watching the Bruins versus Blackhawks. I want to say they played.
Ooh,
yeah. Bruins Blackhawks game, good game.
What a game.
Switching kind of back and forth with the Seattle Seahawks and Niners game. I saw the Schefter tweet. I started laughing.
I thought it was fake.
That was my initial reaction.
Because someone at dinner told me, and I was like, I'm not seeing anything on Twitter, nothing on Instagram. Like, where is this news? And then
it was
10 minutes
literally
later,
a
everywhere.
Schefter no image tweet saying Bo Nix is out for the playoffs with a fractured ankle.
It's crazy.
And then
he heard it on the little QB sweep to the left. It wasn't on the knee.
No.
Because every video I saw was like he broke it on the knee down. I was like, I didn't see where he would have. And then you're like, oh, it happened the play before on the sweep when he went down. But again, it's very weird.
And if you saw the video, like if you see it, it literally looks like he's just like looking like kind of just like maybe tweaked it at most, like a quick roll, like and then it's just
broke a bone. I was like, oh my God, yeah.
For like a fractured ankle, maybe requires surgery was the last thing I would have assumed from seeing that.
Yeah.
Last thing. And like, I understand it sucks, but like it's the same way that I felt for Dre Greenlaw a couple years ago in the
In
pack in
Super Bowl.
the exactly in the
Yep.
Niners and Chiefs Bowl.
Chiefs.
And it was literally just him being like taking a step onto the field,
He's just getting
ACL
ready to go
gone.
play.
Literally
Yeah.
Achilles gone. And it's just like,
Yeah.
what do you want the guy to do?
Yeah. It sucks.
It's
I was looking
extremely
forward
unfortunate.
I was looking
He was
forward for
so
that
good.
Bo
So
Nix
good.
Drake May matchup, but
It
I
was
was sad for about 3 seconds, and then I'm like, "We're going to the Super Bowl." We'll see.
here's no, I'm not going to say what I was going to say. I'll get into that when we're going to cover that matchup. Really good game from the Broncos. The offense looked really strong. Defense looked subpar.
I mean, the Bills scored 30 on them, dude. That defense did not
I
look
think their
great.
defense has definitely hit like a spot in the last couple weeks where there are flaws, and it's
Mhm.
just there are times like they have star power. Zach Allen, Nick Benito, Dre Greenlaw, Pat Surtain, Hufanga. They have so many good players on that team,
Yeah.
but then they have the issues of like Riley Moss being one of the worst corners in the NFL this year, and it's just like you need him as your number two. He is your number two. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
So when are we gonna bring up the Josh factor?
Well, I think I don't know if
I
I texted you this. I texted one of my buddies the morning, on Saturday morning or Sunday morning after the game. I was like, uh, "Bills need to blow it up. They need something different." And then literally, like, what, 12 hours later, head coach gone.
24 hours later, but
24 hours later, yeah.
yeah,
I don't know when
I
that
know what
happened,
you
but
mean.
I'm just like, yeah, he is now 8 straight years, I think, losing in the playoffs, not making it to the Super Bowl. At some point, like, you wonder I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do. I think a new coach is gonna be good. They definitely need something different going on, but man, it just seems like every year that they're like, "This is the Bills' year," they lose in the wild card, lose in the division round, you know?
Yeah,
It's I don't know.
I just
If
think
I had the
with,
answer, I'd be the GM of the Bills right now.
that's fair. I think with something had to change. You're not you're not changing Josh.
Mm-mm.
I'm not shocked by the McDermott thing. I think the one thing I'm most shocked by, Brandon Beane getting a promotion. Do you know who Brandon Beane is?
Did
He
not
is
see.
their, I think, the GM of their football ops now. Would you say the Bills have had good draft history the last couple years?
Couple years? Don't think so.
Because last 3 years, they have no Pro Bowlers and
Did they not draft
no
James Cook?
that was in 22, I wanna say. The last 3 years, so 23, 24,
Mhm.
no Pro Bowlers, no first team All Pros except for Ray Davis last year for being a returner. Um, like, yeah. So, like, no pro like, just players who are solid, who are fine, but not
It's
making the
not that.
impact that you should have in terms of, like, young drafting players.
Yeah.
That's a concern. Now, do I think that that should alleviate Sean McDermott from losing his job? No, but I think it's a factor. Josh Allen, I think I understand the supporting cast has not been as great, and I understand you can instantly combat it right back with the way James Cook has been playing the last couple of years. Having a really good running back is a whole lot different than having a really good wide receiver. I understand the factor, like, I get the factor of having a really good running back, and I think the balance that that brings as a offense is more important. But we saw Josh Allen at his best when he had a guy a la Stephon Diggs in his prime, and just like you're like, if I needed a throw, I could get it to that guy. He doesn't have that right now. I Shakir is not that. Dalton Kincaid is not that. They need somebody.
Yeah.
Who? I don't know.
Justin Jefferson.
That would Drake May. Bang, got him. Is what it is. Really good game.
Yeah.
Sucks for Josh.
Sucks for Josh.
Sucks for Bo. Shout out Stiddy. All right, next game. The Seahawks Niners. I didn't see the kickoff. I saw the clip.
I didn't see a single piece of this game, so I'll be right back. Do you wanna talk about this game?
I got you.
Alright, I'll be right.
It won't be too long. So you go. I got you. I got you. I got you. Jonah's going to take a phone call. Seahawks Niners. Could you think of a more electric way to start a football game? Mike McDaniels is now the official offensive coordinator for the Chargers. That is a fantastic move for them. Very much trending in the right direction. And all the Tua haters are going to hate that. But Seahawks Niners. I don't know what you want me to say. Rashid Shaheed returned the ball 95 yards for a touchdown, and that was all the points the Seahawks would have needed all game. 2 field goals, that was it from Eddie Pinheiro for the 49ers. Now, am I gonna deny the 49ers that problem? No, because they don't have a wide receiver core because Brandon Ayuk is just being an idiot. Ricky Pearsall can't really stay healthy as of right now. George Kittle is unfortunately has a torn Achilles or torn ACL, and Christian McCaffrey somehow stayed healthy this year, and he's doing the best he can. Shout out Brock, played really well overall in the season. Unfortunately, just the wheels fell off. But if you're the Seahawks, that was the game you could have asked for going into next week. We're talking about a team that the entire questions all year. What is Sam Darnold going to do? Like, what's going to happen when you get to the playoffs and you have to rely on Sam Darnold and da 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 da? Look, I get the factor of having home field is incredibly crucial, but is like that's what makes this Seahawks team like kind of run a little bit. We're talking about like didn't really have the best game, but didn't need to do a lot. Kenneth Walker had 145 for 3 touchdowns. That's a fine game plan. Now, is that game plan going to work every time? No. Is that game plan going to work out next weekend against Los Angeles? I wouldn't say so. I don't think so. I think Sam Darnold is definitely going to need to throw the ball and going to be put into a position that he unfortunately was put into last year, and it didn't work out. The team that he faced in regards to that was the LA Rams. So that's slightly concerning. But this defense, special teams, Mike McDonald has this team in the right direction. And right now, they're my pick to win the Super Bowl. I understand the Patriots are still in it. We're going to very much get into that if they do beat the Broncos on Sunday, then we'll get to that conversation. When we get to that conversation, fact of the matter is, it's exciting. The Seahawks are a fun football team. That defense is tenacious, ferocious, however you want to call it. K9 is a stud and just plays so hard and is undeniably one of the best players on their team. Just unfortunately doesn't get the love and respect that he should get just because of Zach Charbonnet. I think if Kenneth Walker was a one running back guy or like a primary, like very much a 80-20 kind of situation, I think we're looking at Kenneth Walker as like a top 5-ish running back in the NFL. It's like Bijan, Jameer, C-Mac, Saquon. There are a couple guys like Devon A-Chain would want that 5th spot. K9 would be an interesting guy to have as that 5th spot. Seattle, really impressive win. Really impressive overall victory. So yeah, all I have for everybody here, I'm gonna start doing a movie review segment in future episodes. Not as much right now, just because of the NFL and taking up time. This is, I guess I'll throw this out there. This is a mini one. I watched Dune for the first time this weekend. Dune 1. I'm gonna watch Dune 2 maybe tomorrow, most likely on Wednesday. What a movie! All I heard from people was say Dune 1 is okay. Dune 2 is where it's really good. Dune 1 was awesome. Okay? Timothy Chalamet, like I'd say I'm very much more of a movie than a TV show guy. I just don't watch a ton of movies. I'm just watching usually sports or on my phone or playing video games, whatever. Dune 1 was incredible. The story of setting up Arrakis, the Harkonnens versus the Atreides, like the overall relationship, the battle of the spice for and then the Furman, and then you meet the characters within that, understanding the world. It was a perfect setup, like truly incredible. You get to understand the land, you get to understand where you are, like the environment. Why is this place so special? Why does the emperor have this power in the regard of like, yeah, I can choose who gets this land. And in reality, it was the emperor. It was basically like the baron kind of just came in and was like, I don't care. I'm killing whoever. It's my world. I'm choosing how to live in my world. And and like Arrakis is just such a almost demonic place. It is very beautiful, but it is very demonic just because of the heat, because of the sun. Oh my God. What a movie. Denis Villeneuve does an incredible job with that, with the cinematography and like the overall like editing, the visual effects. When that sandworm pops out and is looking Paul like literally like hanging over him, kind of towards the end of the movie before they meet the Furman, it is impressive. What other notes? Really, really mad that Jamis had to go like that. I thought he was going to help Paul like on his journey being a Furman or something. The voice I don't get. I'm gonna be completely honest. Is it a Harkonnen thing? I think I'll probably know more about it. I know bald Austin Butler's coming up. How does the Baron get so tall? I don't get that one. But breaking news.
What was the breaking news?
Mike McDaniels is now the offensive coordinator for the Los Angeles Chargers.
Whoa, that's breaking news.
Yeah.
As of like right now?
As of in the last like 10 minutes, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Peter texted me and said
Carlos Beltran is elected to Baseball Hall of Fame.
that
as of 2
I
hours
saw.
ago.
No.
Damn it.
That was
3 hours ago now.
oh,
Where'd
so
you get
it
the
was
news?
37 minutes ago, but I just found out about it like 10 minutes ago.
Wow, so Harbaugh hired McDaniels. He's a good offensive scheme guy.
Yeah. One of my best friends,
he had a
Peter,
creative
texted me.
offense.
One of my best friends, Peter, who's a Chargers fan, texted me bang while I was monologuing about the Seahawks-Niners game. I instantly stopped and I said, hold on, breaking news. So got that on the pod. I talked about Niners, Seahawks, and I also gave a mini review of Dune. So shall we dive into the gentleman on your jersey?
You mean
Or
the
one of
best
the gentlemen?
cornerback in the NFL?
That
Little
correct.
Gonzo.
Not Derek Stingley. I definitely tell you
Gonzo.
it's not Derek Stingley. Patriots defeat the Texans 28-16. Jonah, would you like to take a guess on what my prediction was from last week's episode?
Did you say? I think I. What did I? Was
You
yours
said 23-14. I said 28-17.
You said you got it right.
I was 1 point off.
That's impressive.
It was 28-16.
You had
I
the
was
script.
I was very close. I was very happy with my guess.
You had the script. I just love how all those ESPN analysts were like, Texans are winning, Texans are winning, Texans are winning. Unanimous across the
Orlovsky
board.
today about that?
No.
He goes, pretty interesting not seeing some of those reposts for those Josh Allen interceptions, huh? Huh. Guess Twitter.
And everyone wants.
I guess he must have signed out during that part, huh?
Everyone
He's
wants
just
to
like
talk about. Everyone wants to talk
on.
about Drake May's interception that was at the end of the half when he was throwing a Hail Mary.
I get the fumble part. I understand.
I understand the fumble part, but the interception,
but you also have to look at
it
like
at the end of the quarter.
The one that he lost on the diving play. That one was tough. Not going to deny that. The one in which he lost, no offense to Will, either Will. The one where Will Anderson blitzed Will Campbell off the corner and had maybe a second and a half to get that throw out there. I'm not going to really put a ton of blame on him on that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what one of the best defensive ends, a first-team All-Pro defensive end, should do. So, I'm not shocked. Like, I understand the concerns. Am I saying that Drake played a great game, a really, really great game? No, I thought he played a really good game.
He did what he needs to do.
Exactly.
In that awful weather conditions, he still threw for 3 touchdowns.
3 touchdowns.
And an amazing touchdown to Booty.
Basically a replay of what he did to Derek Stingley last year. The Stephon Diggs catch was unreal.
Oh my God, I don't know how he caught that. My dad was like, "How he must have the strongest hands in the NFL to be able to do that."
The Pop Douglas play was ballsy as hell, especially on a fourth and 5, 4th and 4. Yeah.
Yeah.
What a win.
Yeah.
Now,
CJ Stroud.
There are the caveats of CJ Stroud, but you also have to say that as much of it was on Stroud, I'd say majority of it was because of that Patriots defense.
Well, yeah, that defense played great.
The Marcus Jones, sure, that was a bad throw in the Marcus Jones one. That was literally Milton Williams and Clavon Chason creating that.
Was that the pick six?
That was
I don't know why he threw that. He's getting drilled as he throws it. Ball just skyrockets, catches it.
I think he kind of just thought it was going to be like more no man's land instead of
and it was awful time in that right when he threw it, he got hit and it just popped up in the air.
And then the first one of Carlton Davis was bad. The one where it was just the overthrow on Hutchins or Higgins or something.
Yeah.
Jaden Higgins. And then it was like the knee got down. The second one to Carlton was like, it was just a perfect jump. That was a pretty bad one.
That was the sideline one.
Yeah. And then
where he got the toes in.
And then the one to Craig Woodson, I can't remember exactly that one. Was that like a tip
There's
ball?
too many. It must have been because I think he could have thrown 7 picks that game. That first drive he had, there could have been 2.
There were so many like just popped up balls, and it was just like if a guy was 2 feet closer, that's a pick.
Yeah. Yeah.
And some of them are house picks. So,
Yeah.
but team stepped up. Team stepped up big. Really
I
happy
just
with
love
it.
the narrative, dude. Everyone's like, the Patriots are not going to win this. And then they go out and win. And then everyone's like, well, the Patriots have an easy schedule through the playoffs. Well, why do you keep doubting them every week if it's so easy?
Like it's
They're now going to have played 3 top 5 defenses in the span of 3 weeks between the
like,
Chargers, the Texans, and the Broncos.
and if he wins, he'd be the first player since Cam Newton 2015 to do that. So
MVP Cam Newton.
MVP Cam. So I just my main issue where I mainly am getting at with people, I don't like the we don't play anybody thing, and then it's like, oh, you guys have an easy and then we play people, and then it's like, oh, they're a part of the easy schedule.
Yeah.
It's like I'm sorry that CJ Stroud sucked so bad that Dan Orlovsky has to go on ESPN and say 31 other quarterbacks could have started over CJ Stroud last night and they win, which is a complete lie. Okay, that's just such a lie. But whatever floats your boat, Dan. So don't really care. Really happy about that win.
Great. And yeah, good win. Terrible weather conditions. Did what they needed to do, and on to the next.
Jonah, I'm sorry. We got to talk about it.
I'm fine talking about it.
I
told you this might happen.
Yeah.
I was at peace before the game even started.
So was I.
I said, I was like, I wasn't even that upset that they lost. First off, like I said last episode, they had a great season. They beat the Packers twice, won the division, first playoff win since 2011, beat the Packers in the playoffs, into the divisional round of the playoffs.
What was
Caleb
that?
set.
Wait. When was that? That was the first playoff win since the home win?
First win, I think, since 2011.
Damn. I know home win, it's been even longer. I want to say it's like 7.
It was something. Yeah, it was something ridiculous. So all in all, a great season. You know, Caleb set at the franchise record in passing yards for a regular and postseason combined. They just you gotta keep your head high after this season. Like, yes, it ended terribly, or not terribly, but not how you want it to end. But what a season! Like, who thought the Bears would be in the Elite 8, the final 8?
Yeah. I mean,
I did, but no one else did.
Basically on the verge of being in the conference championship.
Yeah, like one play away, literally.
Yeah,
that's because DJ Moore doesn't know how to run a damn route.
If DJ Moore knew how to run the route, if Romo Dunze catches the ball,
and then completely different.
Yeah.
But dude, what a game! I was watching this game in and out because I was at the Nuggets game at the same time. And the Nuggets were getting obliterated, so I went out into the concourse area and was watching the Bears game on the TV because like the Nuggets are losing by 30. This sucks. Let me watch the Bears. And it was like the last minute of the game, and the Bears, and they get down, and it's was that 4th down again? I think it was. His crazy throw.
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude! That would have been I feel like I say this every week with Caleb. That was the greatest throw I've ever seen. Next week comes. That's the greatest throw I've ever seen.
Yeah, like that. I think that was
insane, man.
I think that was his best play of the year. I think
where the Packers won 4th and 8 rolling left.
Yes.
What about the touchdown passing against Cleveland where it went through 3 defenders' hands?
Cincinnati, you mean?
No. Do you haven't seen the Cleveland one?
Oh, I do know you're talking about with the Cleveland one.
Where how did DJ Moore cash that?
Yeah. No.
The final, but yeah, I agree, dude.
When you
I saw a play, I saw a stat though.
Go ahead.
All you.
It's the factor, like, I'm very much a situation matters.
Mm-hmm.
If that doesn't happen, it's just like, damn it, we squandered it away on a bullshit play to end it. Like, that sucked. And it's like kind of a little bit more frustrating.
Yeah.
The Packers, like, I think there's no like sweeter one than the Packers one with DJ Moore.
Because it was twice. Well, they had was the Rome one rolling left where he just hit the Jumpman logo on 4th and out for the season. That was for the game.
I think that's probably the most like impressive physically. I think
it was for the game. It kept him alive. But yes, the
Well, yeah, no,
overtime
absolutely, but
touchdown,
I
just
think
bombed it
yeah,
50 yards was, oh my god.
yeah.
But I saw a funny stat that was, and I don't remember how long, but it's been a while, that was the longest pass thrown, um, from, like, behind the line of scrimmage, which was it was, like, 26.4 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So, that was, like, the furthest back throw that
Yeah,
has
no,
been
yeah.
completed since, like, I don't know when, and the last one was, like, 22 yards. It was, like, absurd. Probably set by Shador earlier this year. But dude, yeah, what a game. Yeah, it sucks that they lost, but, uh, dude, they're gonna be so good next year.
My entire
Imagine
Instagram
another off season with Ben Johnson, Caleb year 3. The city loves him. He was at the
yeah,
my buddy was at the Blackhawks game last
with
night,
PCA.
and I was like, "Dude, Caleb's at the game," and I saw his Instagram stories, like, "Oh my god, let me find him." He's sitting, like, right across, like, because he was on one side of the ring, Caleb's
Yeah.
on the other, and he just sent me a funny pic of Caleb and PCA just chilling in the front of the ice, and then he's like,
Yeah, that was
they text me, he's like, "Yo, they just showed Caleb on the big screen, the place went nuts," and then they started chanting, "Fuck Green Bay." I was like, "Hell yeah."
what was I
But dude, they're gonna be so good, and, what a season.
I don't even know what I was gonna say.
The Rams look beatable. Seahawks going, did I
No.
not predict this a couple weeks ago? Remember when the Rams and the Seahawks played that Thursday night game? And I was like, does the winner of this go into the Super Bowl? And now we have a rematch between these same teams.
Yeah.
So
I thought I had something to say. I can't remember exactly what it
was it
is,
something
but
about Caleb?
no, I don't think so.
That's unfortunate.
Anyway, Jonah, 2 games to preview.
Yes.
Patriots Broncos. Talk to me. What do we got?
I'm obviously, as everybody knows, as you know, and you're probably in the same boat with me, a little biased here, taking the Patriots. I think with Stidham at quarterback, it's going to be interesting. I know Sean Payton has a good record with backup quarterbacks playing, but I feel like the magnitude of the game is it's just too big. Stidham hasn't played a game since December
Snap.
23rd, a snap since December 23rd, 2023. Yes, he played in the preseason. I was like, he played lights out in the preseason. I was talking to my dad about this, and he's like, well, teams aren't really scheming on defense. They're playing like, vanilla defense. They're not really trying to fool the offense, whatever. So, like, yes, he might have lit it up in preseason, but were those defenses really trying? I don't think so. I just feel like him getting thrown into the AFC Championship game is going to be too much for him. And I think the Patriots will win this game. I think it's going to be tough, but I think they will win. And I'm hoping I can go to the game. I'm hoping tickets drop in price and I want to be there because the last Broncos game I was at was 10 years ago. Brady versus Manning, AFC Championship game. And I need redemption. So
In the 14 yeah. The 14 conference championship games the Patriots have been in since the year of 2000. I want to say it's 2000.
14.
They are 9-2 against, or 9-3 against. Oh no, sorry, 13 total conference championships. They're 9-2 against all AFC opponents. They're 0-2 against the Broncos. Obviously, that we do have to account for 2 seasons of Peyton Manning in there, but just wanting to throw
That
it
was
out
just
there.
because they missed the extra.
Fair. The part that is a very underlying factor, and something I understand I probably shouldn't be looking into it as much as I am, but do you know who Sean Payton's first signing was after he got hired as the Broncos head coach?
Well, it was Stidham, wasn't it?
It was Jarrett Stidham.
Yeah. 2 years, 12.
Why
It's
the
a lot
fuck
for a
did he
backup.
go up to the goddamn post the
Yeah,
the
and said, "Watch
presser
out,
and said, "Stiddy's ready"?
watch out." I was like, I
Who
think
the
he's just
fuck
trying
is
to.
Stiddy? I don't even know who Jarrett Stidham is. Who the hell is Stiddy? And where the fuck has he been? Because I'm damn well sure that he's probably going to throw for like 300 yards and do things to me that I've never thought of. Now, there's also the very much possibility that he might die on that football field on Sunday.
It's going to be one or the other.
Very much in between, possible either. I am also going to go with the Patriots here.
Yeah, it is interesting that like he is the highest paid backup quarterback in the league. Sean Payton did sign him like right away, but I'm like, okay, if he was good, why hasn't he played? I understand.
2023.
Dude, and as a starter, he's 1-3. I
Bro
saw the
has
funniest I
he
saw
has
a
not
funny
played
graphic.
a calendar in 2 calendar years. He has not played a official NFL game.
Not even a snap.
That's crazy.
I saw a
And
funny
and
graphic.
hey, you have a week to prep
We'll
against a
see.
defense that has been playing against pretty solid offenses
And
and
has just
dog
been playing
walking
like
them.
dude, they're playing like dogs right now. That defense is nasty.
That defense I've never seen hungrier, and it's awesome.
I feel like it started in the Giants game. Would you
1000%.
agree?
Yeah.
Yeah,
They threw one hit and they said, "We got it."
we got it.
So I got the Patriots. I
I
don't know
got
why
the
I almost
Patriots
said
as well.
Broncos. I know Derek White has the Broncos. That's concerning.
I know, but whatever,
Colorado
Derek.
guy. Makes
He's
sense.
from here.
I know. Next game,
It's gonna be a great
Rams
game, and
Seahawks.
I like how this is the night game. Obviously,
I
because
d-
it's in Seattle, makes sense.
Yeah.
But, dude, round 3,
Hold on. I need to check timing on this.
I think it's 1-4 my time, so 3-6 your time.
I can work with that. 6:30.
6:30, yeah. What a game this is gonna be. Opening up odds, Seattle is a 1.5-point favored,
I hate that.
and the over-under is 47.5, which is the exact score of there was 47 points scored in the Seattle versus Niners game.
41
So,
to
right.
6.
Yeah, so 47 total, right? Yeah.
Going with the Seahawks.
I like the Seahawks here as well.
I understand about the Rams. I understand they're probably the best offense in the NFL right now.
They look shaky against the Bears.
I
I mean,
understand they did.
it was
but I
10 to
think
10 for most of that game.
I know, but I think there were other factors in regards to that, and I
The
think they're
fact that
just
it was -10 and snowing.
correct. But like, let's be real. I think they're going to be back into much more of their habits or more of their climate within the
Yeah,
next 2
44
games.
degrees.
Yeah, but they can work with 44.
Yeah.
I could work with 44. Anybody could work with 44.
Well, Stafford in his last 11 games now in
Hank Aaron.
50 degrees or less, he's now 2-9. Just saying.
But
If
what
you
is
want
he in
to.
his last one game in degrees of less than 50?
We don't need to talk
So
about
I got the Seahawks in this one. Their
Seahawks,
defense is too
Pats,
good.
Super Bowl 49 rematch.
Let's not get
48.
too ahead of ourselves now.
But either way,
The only one that wouldn't be a rematch
is
Broncos
Rams.
Rams.
I think, yeah. It's crazy. I was thinking about that earlier. I was like,
Stidham,
wow, we're good.
Stafford,
And did you see every coach is either named Sean or Mike that's left?
Mike McDonald. Wow.
Mike
There you
McDonald
go.
versus Sean McVay and Sean Payton versus Mike Vrabel. Hope we get
I
a
would-
Mike Super Bowl.
I was also going to say I'd prefer a Mike Super Bowl as well.
I would too. Yeah.
All right, that's one of the last NFL bits we've done all the year.
Yeah. Second to
Second
last.
last.
We got Pro Bowl. We can talk about Pro Bowl. No.
Maybe.
Yeah. We'll have NFL awards, but coming
Yeah, we
up here in the next week and a half, I bet.
But before the NFL, there is college. And man, oh man, there was something in the air that night. The stars were bright. Fernando Mendoza in the Indiana Hoosiers, 16-0. Jonah, you want to take a wild guess on the last team to go 16-0 in college football? Because I know it.
It's none because it's not possible before like the last couple of years, right?
Wrong.
Is it Joe Burrow's team?
Nope. Let me get the exact year for you.
What? When did they play 16 games? Because the playoffs never used to be this long, right?
1984. The Yale Bulldogs
Ooh.
is famous for being the first team in major college football season to achieve a perfect 16-0. Jonah, would you like to take a guess on what the scoring differential was? And what I mean by this, I want to
238.
preface. Hold on.
Was that close?
I want you to guess the amount they scored as in Yale versus the opponent.
Yes, the difference.
No. I want you to guess both. So how many points do you think Yale scored?
Opponents, God, I don't know, somewhere in maybe 300-400s. Is that crazy?
Okay. No. How many do you think their opponents
I
scored?
feel like they probably had a nasty defense. Let's say they're giving up roughly, I don't know, 100 to 170 points.
13. They had 13 shutouts in 16 of their games.
That's
And they
insane. Now I
scored
know why your brother wanted to go there.
485 points.
Okay.
485,
That's
13.
insane. That's
They went
nuts.
16-0. They were the first team in major college football history to go 16-0 and were later recognized as national champions.
That's probably the same year that Alabama claimed the national title too. But
Probably.
we won't get into that. Everybody knows that Yale has the most college football national championships, but no one's gonna say it. But it's true. They have 18. And Bama has 16. I know this is a little off topic, but there's 2 years in Bama's history where they claimed a title where they had like 2 or 3 losses and the other
Oh,
teams
I
that were
know.
national champions were undefeated. I was like, okay, Alabama, this isn't really a title.
Anyway, Indiana 16-0. What a game.
Yeah. What a
I
game. I
mean,
watched the second half.
that's all you really need to watch. Other than the other than the
Yeah, I totally missed that.
14-yard drive that ended with a fullback dive. That's all you really missed. What a game. I mean, when you talk about, like, I feel like with a lot of the Heisman, and I think we can't really say with it has been like this in the past where there's been like a collection of games after the Heisman is given out. But I don't know if we've ever seen basically an MVP award given out and then just say, I'm going to get better. Now, did his numbers wow you? No. But watching the game, you could see the impact.
Mhm.
That 4th and 5 was one of the craziest
Yeah,
calls I've
that was
ever seen in my
crazy.
life. Kurt Signetti, tip of the cap to you, not only for that play, but also for this incredible turnaround that has happened in 2 years. Probably one of the most impressive turnarounds in all of sports, let alone college football.
Mhm.
Just an incredible, incredible season. Shout out Mike Kadick, former Indiana Hoosier lineman, now works at Barstool. But apparently he was the gel of that team that got the JMU and the Indiana guys together. Signetti brought him back to stopped him from going to the draft, and was a huge part of it. But that defense and those running backs, Hemby and Black, Charlie Becker, just you need a first down, get him the ball. I mean, Malachi Tony's a freak.
Mhm.
He was him and Franklin, the running back for Miami. Those two guys were unreal.
Yeah.
I was worried it was gonna be a lot more blowout than it was. I'm glad it was a much closer game.
Yeah, it was a close game.
That was a really good national championship. That was a really good national championship. Like, coming down to a final play like that, really tough for Carson Beck, but
Yeah, the pick was tough. I don't know what he was throwing there. It's like he didn't even it
well,
was just
so I
underthrown. It was
think
just underthrown.
it was
I think it was the
Herbstreit
receiver
did a
didn't
pretty
run
good
the right.
job where the middle high safety was kind of playing in line with the linebacker to where you couldn't really see him perfectly from the quarterback's perspective. So he
Yeah.
literally just shoots straight back in line, and then he kind of just stays like in the blind eye of like, or like in the blind side of like Carson Beck. And so what basically happened was, but the corner knew he was going to come over. So
Mhm.
what he did was basically he trailed because he knew he had the top coverage, so he could just kind of play hawk. And then basically he did underthrow it. I'm not denying that, but it is
Yeah, he was
also
right there.
but
Yeah.
it wasn't a factor of where it was just only underthrown. It was also a disguise with the guy coming over for the guy under to get there. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
really good game. Fernando Mendoza said, "Let's fucking go" on ESPN. That was
I
hilarious.
saw that. I'm sorry they didn't bleep it out. I always thought it was delayed.
They don't have tape delay when it comes to like the interviews.
Let's go, dude. That's amazing. That's a big find right there.
What was yeah, I as soon as it happened, I was on a
I
FaceTime with
think
some friends, and I just go, "Oh, the FCC is gonna just send a fat
didn't
check
I
to
text you
Indiana."
that?
Yeah, you did.
I think I
Or
went.
you're like, "Indiana's gonna get fined or
I said,
something."
and there's a 100K fine.
Yep. What was I gonna say?
Funny.
Yeah, great game.
Yeah. Until next year. Early predictions for next year.
Boston College national champions.
Notre Dame has a #1 class going next year. Dude, BC won it all. That'd be crazy. You need to
If
get those
BC wins
donors.
it all, I will go hairless for the rest of my life.
If
That is, I will.
You
I will
need to
make.
get these
I'll make that
these
promise
BC
right
donors
now.
on it.
I won't. No. I'll make that. I'll make that promise right now. If Boston College somehow wins the national championship next year, I will go hairless for the rest of my life. I will.
You need to get those. You need to get those
I will get a
donors to get
surgery
in
done to where
because
all my hair follicles are removed, and it will never grow again. I will become Mr. Clean. That's how confident I am in this team not being national champ. Let's go through the schedule.
oh god. All right, early season prediction for BC. This is what everybody wants to hear right now.
Boston College 2026 opponents.
Let's hear it.
At Cincinnati,
I
loss.
can't even pull it up.
Host Rutgers, loss. Host Maine, win.
Probably an L.
At Notre
L.
Dame, loss.
I don't know. You think that can be Rutgers?
At
You don't
Notre
think it can be
Dame,
Rutgers? We
no.
should go to that. You want to go to that?
In Notre Dame,
You want to go?
maybe. Florida State hosting, I don't know. Pitt, that's tough. Syracuse should win. Virginia Tech, that's tough. At Duke, loss. At Virginia Tech, loss. At Miami, loss. At SMU, loss. Okay. So I don't like our chances a lot. I'm going to be keeping my hair. That's good to know. Jonah, any NBA?
NBA. Yes. Brandon
All-Stars.
Miller is the GOAT.
Thank you. Brandon Miller's awesome. I love Brandon Miller. Alabama
I watched him
legend.
play over the weekend. I was like, oh my God, this guy is crazy.
Jonah,
Dude, the
All-Star
Hornets,
starters came out.
surprisingly, one second, I have one more thing on the Hornets.
Go ahead.
The Hornets just need some time, and I think they could be legit. You know, they're starting five, I think is 6'6" or 6'7" and taller. They have a huge lineup. It's insane. They're just really young, but dude, they got a couple 7-footers on their bench.
Jonah, where do you
I
think
didn't know this.
what do you think I do?
I didn't know
told
this.
you.
I didn't know this. I
I
was
told
watching.
you.
I was like, I'm going to watch LaMelo Ball and Grant Williams play, and then Grant Williams is out. I'm like, well, who the hell am I supposed to watch?
I told you division. I said the Wizards and the Hornets are my two weird sleeper teams that I love.
Well, they suck this year, but give it
look what
5
happened to
years.
the Wizards. And look what happened to the Wizards. Trae Young.
What's happening with the Hornets? What's next?
TalkinTriple.
Hornets getting Giannis?
Rookie of the year.
No, dude, he was balling.
Musa Diabate, most improved.
Dude, yeah, Hornets are good.
Grant Williams, Finals MVP.
Dude, Grant didn't even play. I was so sad. That's the only reason I want to
Grant
go to the game.
Williams poll.
NBA All-Star 26. But yes, we have the
Starters.
And again, I don't understand the format because I'm just confused.
I was talking to a coworker of mine. Apparently, it is a round robin with 4 teams. I don't know either. I'm just going to wait until more news comes out.
4
As of
teams?
right now, I'm approaching it as East versus West.
Okay. Well, let's start with the East. Very small lineup. If I was taking East versus West straight up, I would take the West any day of the week, twice on Sunday. Tyrese Maxey, deserved? I think so. Jalen Brunson, deserved? Yeah. I can't really think of anyone else I'd put over him as a starter, at least. Cade Cunningham, definitely. Yes. Jaylen Brown, 1,000%. Giannis, 100%.
I think the only person that you can maybe make an argument for with Brunson is Donovan Mitchell. But just because of how poor the Cavs have been, I'm fine with Brunson being the other guy.
And I think when they announce it, I bet Donovan Mitchell will be like that 6th guy in the East. So, but yeah, I like this. I'm like, I was thinking back to other players in the East. I'm like, I can't really think of. I mean, let me pull up the voting, but they had Donovan Mitchell, Karl-Anthony Towns, Jalen Johnson, MPJ, and Brandon Ingram are like the next 5.
Yeah. Mitchell, Towns, Jalen Johnson, Michael Porter Jr., Brandon Ingram. Yep.
Yeah. Like, I don't think. Again, aside from Donovan Mitchell, I think they got it. And I'm not saying that it was wrong to put Brunson in.
No, but
I think it's correct. But yeah, I think that's the only one that like maybe you could flip. But yeah, I think it's a good 5. I think it's correct. Nothing to complain about for the East. Would you agree?
Two things I want to point out real quick. In terms of player rank, Jaylen Brown was 3rd out of 10 and 1st in media rank. That's awesome.
5th in fan voting, dude. He just doesn't get the love.
It's fine.
From the fans, whatever.
To the West now.
The West, we have at guard from Davidson, Steph Curry.
No.
Deserved?
No. Should not have been the starter over Anthony
Yeah,
Edwards. Should not have been the
I shouldn't even
starter
started.
over
I shouldn't even started
Anthony
with that.
Edwards.
Wow,
Should
right off
not
the bat.
have been the starter over Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards is playing like an MVP candidate. What are the
Okay,
Warriors
so
doing?
so this is
What have
this
the
is this
Warriors
is this
done?
is funny you say this. I'm just gonna tell you some stats real quick. Player rank,
Oh, I know
Curry
this.
was 2,
Yeah.
Edwards was 4, but Luka was 6, and Luka's a starter.
Yeah.
Do you
It's
think
because of
Curry
fan
should?
rank.
Do you? Yeah, because Luka's 1, Curry 3. Yeah, media they have Curry at 6. Interesting, but it says. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. It is interesting. Do you think that Edwards should have been over Luka? Do you think Edwards should have been over SGA?
I no for SGA, no for Jokic, and no for Wemby.
Well, I'm just talking about guards because I think
I
Wemby
will
and
yeah,
Jokic
no,
are unanimous and
agreed.
the all-star starters.
I think with
Dude, this is
I
Luka's
think in
6th
terms
all-star.
of
That's crazy.
a overall impact right now, like I'd say probably Luka. I think Luka makes sense.
Yeah.
I think Luka makes sense as much as like I think just my big thing with him. I always just think like I think his numbers are always a little bit more inflated.
Luka's?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I don't have an issue with it. I just think
He is kind
Anthony
of
Edwards
the
Anthony Edwards
star
is a
that's
scoring more on better shooting, more rebounds on a worse team, supposedly a worse team at the beginning of the year, and has a better record.
was a snub. I didn't even think about Edwards when I first saw this come out.
As soon as I saw it come out, I said, "Curry? Huh, okay." And I thought it was just like a reserve sort
Yeah,
of
they're
thing, and I was like, "Where's Ant?"
27 and 16 to the Lakers, 25 and 16 to Golden State, 25 and 19. No Kevin Durant, no one from the Rockets. What's
Kevin
going on
Durant
here?
got
He was probably
fan vote.
6th.
Fan vote did him in.
But yes, but rest of the starters real quick. Luka, we like SGA, sure. And then Jokic, obviously, Wemby, obviously. Okay. Other 5 out was so it was Anthony Edwards, as we said. Uh Denny
Denny
Avdija. He's
Avdia.
been balling. He'll probably be he should be an all-star reserve for sure.
I think apparently he like leads the NBA in like free throws.
Yeah, I told you that a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
I don't know if it still is the case, but yeah, at one
I'm
point he
checking.
did. KD, LeBron, and Kawhi. Kawhi surprised me a little bit.
People love Kawhi.
I know, but has he even really played this year?
Yeah, he's been like playing a good amount, but like it's kind of off and on. I feel.
This is the first year I think I told you in like got to be what 20 years that LeBron is not an all-star starter. That's insane. It also sucks because we know the end is coming for LeBron. He'll still be an all-star. I mean, he's already 23, 7 and 6 or something. I think I texted you that. So he'll still be an all-star. So
Denny Avdia still does lead, um, in free throw attempts in terms of total attempts. But let me see if they have
made.
specifically just free throws made.
Dude,
He
Caleb Williams is
is
everywhere.
fourth.
What the hell?
Free
Dude,
throws
Caleb
made.
Williams
He's
and
fourth.
PCA were dude, Caleb Williams and PCA were on was right on the rink side at the Blackhawks game last night. And tonight, courtside at the Bulls game. Caleb and PCA. Let's go.
I was like, I saw the clip of them
Yeah, he's at the Bulls game now,
at the
dude. The
bull at
city
the
loves them.
yeah, I saw the clip of them at the Blackhawks game, but I was like, it again?
Hilarious. I love it, dude. They're like best friends. Face of the city right there. But yeah, dude, I like this All Stars, maybe except for you make a good point with Curry, but I feel like everything else is pretty spot on for once.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was just a little tough with like just the way Ant has been playing, I think.
Yeah.
He should be, but I understand it. I understand it.
Hmm. Yeah.
Jonah, it's about that
Show.
time. Any final thoughts?
Yes, the Dodgers are single handedly ruining baseball.
I disagree.
You don't
I
think
understand
so?
what they're doing is annoying. I'm not going to deny that.
Kyle Tucker, 280 million. What are we doing?
240. Okay.
Potato, potato.
I agreed. I understand. I think the major issue is they need a floor. They need a cap floor. They need to make sure people are spending money and not just like kind of just like, oh, we're just gonna like whatever. I do have one tidbit. Bryce Young threw 4 more touchdowns in 2024 than he did in 2023. He threw 8 more touchdowns in 2025 than 2024. If he keeps this rate up, he will throw for 2,055 passing touchdowns in the year of 2032. The simple math of that is plus 16 in 2026, plus 32 in
Yeah, I know. I played
27.
2048.
Yep. And there you go.
128, 256.
I didn't even think about
512.
Yeah.
124, 248. Yep.
So that's my little tidbit.
Love it.
Thanks.
Love it.
I love you, Drake May. Thank you for everything.
Yes. Thank you, Drake May. We love Drake May.
And Michael May acknowledges Drake May lover.
Dude, that was the best thing I've ever seen in my life.
That was fantastic.
That and Beyond Bakemas.
Beyond Bakemas is hilarious. Just so you know, the place that Ann Michael May and Dave Portnoy did their review at, they're at like 185% growth in business.
Dude, I saw that. I saw it like a week after, like, oh my God, like our sales.
My mom and I are going to go, but we're waiting for it to die down.
Hell yeah, dude. You got to let me know how it is.
I will.
And people hate Dave Portnoy. Why? He helps small businesses, man. Look what he's doing.
The things that I hate about Portnoy.
I don't hate anything about Portnoy.
He's
a Boston guy.
I don't have an issue with him being about. I think the way that he approaches being a fan, I think is very bad. I also think he will always come in on a situation whenever it's getting good. Not so much with the Patriots specifically, but like the Red Sox this year, he was like, I'm all in on the Sox. I was like, brother, you don't even know who half these guys are.
Yeah.
Same with the Celtics. He's like only a playoffs guy other than like ring night sort of thing. And like, I understand, obviously he is one of the busier guys in business and media and everything. I just think that there are times where he's very brash and fucking idiotic and just doesn't take accountability for it at times.
That's fair.
So, but that's it. Other than that, I think he's good. So, hey, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to episode 31 of the Triple Threat Talk podcast. We will see you all next week for another episode. And until then, we will see you all. Peace out.